In the gritty world of the UFC, fighters aren't just warriors in the cage. They're also savvy negotiators navigating a complex landscape of pay structures. The heartbeat of their earnings pulsates through a combination of fixed contracts, performance bonuses, and a slice of the lucrative pay-per-view pie. Let's dissect the financial anatomy of a UFC fighter's life. At the core, fighters secure a baseline income per fight, determined by their contract. These contracts operate on a tiered system, a unique UFC twist that sets it apart from conventional sports leagues. Picture it as a ladder, with each rung representing a fighter's status and potential earnings. For the UFC gladiators at the bottom of the ladder, the base salary serves as their financial cornerstone. This fixed amount, often modest for emerging talents, lays a foundation, but it doesn't end there. Instead, from here on, incentives and bonuses begin. As fighters climb the tiers, their base salaries increase, resembling a ladder ascending into the upper echelons of the sport. In the UFC, stellar performances are not just about glory, they come with tangible rewards. Fighters enter the cage not just to win, but to grab the elusive fight of the night or performance of the night bonuses, a nod to their exceptional skills and showmanship. These bonuses, akin to a warrior's spoils, inject an adrenaline rush into the financial veins of fighters, sweetening the victory even further. But that's not all the nectar they can get from the UFC. Fighters, particularly those in the upper echelons, can negotiate a percentage of the revenue generated from these blockbuster events, like a roar of the crowd translating into dollars for the combatants. The higher the pay-per-view buys, the larger the paycheck. It's a high-stakes game where the marquee names, like Conor McGregor, are known to rake in millions. Take McGregor's blockbuster clash at UFC 264 against Dustin Poirier. The numbers are a show of a financial triumph, a $1.8 million payday. This colossal figure isn't just a testament to his skill inside the cage, it's a reflection of the drawing power he brings to the UFC stage. It's not just a popular fighter swimming in a sea of cash. There's a method to the madness, a carefully designed system ensuring that even the unsung heroes in the lower ranks step into the ring and make a pretty penny. Welcome to the UFC contracts. Contracts become the magic wand, propelling earnings from a respectable $500,000 to $3 million per fight. It's not rocket science, but it's definitely a financial knockout. More fans means more zeros on the paycheck, turning the mundane into the extraordinary. The UFC, operating like a clandestine fight club, guards the intricate details of individual fighter contracts, yet whispers among the aficionados suggest that these contracts are akin to finely crafted narratives, mirroring the fighter's journey. Victories are more than just a tally in the win column. They're steps towards financial glory, a journey that builds stars and ensures that every warrior reaps the sweet fruits of their labor in the unforgiving octagon. But it's not a one-way street where the winner sweeps the table. No, in this arena, the spoils of battle are a shared triumph. The victor doesn't just walk away with their base salary and bonuses. There's an extra award in the mix, a cherry on top that can outshine their initial earnings. It's a financial duel where the rewards echo the intensity of the battle, ensuring that even the fallen gladiator leaves the arena with a pocket considerably heavier. Now that we've scratched the surface of the UFC's financial battleground, let's unravel the thrilling details of how they rake in the big bucks through performance bonuses, pay-per-view revenue, and sponsorship opportunities. The coveted performance of the night and fight of the night bonuses, glittering like stars in the night sky, offers fighter the chance to transcend the ordinary and etch their names in UFC history. Ranging from a generous $50,000 to $100,000, these bonuses aren't guaranteed, introducing a thrilling uncertainty to a fighter's potential earnings. One of the most remarkable examples is the legendary fight between Justin Gaethje and Michael Johnson at the Ultimate Fighter 25 finale in 2017. Gaethje's relentless and thrilling performance earned him the Fight of the Night bonus, and the financial constellation he secured that night amounted to an impressive $100,000. The UFC's pay-per-view business model transforms each event into a financial spectacle, with fighters negotiating a share of the revenue pie. Take a moment to envision the magnitude of events like McGregor vs. Poirier, where the pay-per-view buys are the currency of colossal earnings. However, this avenue isn't without its challenges. Fighters must not only display prowess in the octagon, but also master the art of self-promotion, building a personal brand, and cultivating a dedicated fan following to maximize their earning potential. For emerging fighters, this can be akin to navigating uncharted waters, a daunting task in the quest for financial prosperity. It's a UFC ballet that underwent a significant transformation in 2015 with the exclusive gear contract between the UFC and Reebok. This contractual shift, while ensuring a minimum salary for fighters, clipped the wings of individual sponsorships that once adorned fighters like badges of honor. However, the winds of change blew through in 2021 as the UFC bid adieu to Reebok. This marks a renaissance, allowing fighters to once again spread their wings and seek individual sponsorship agreements. Conor McGregor, the former two-division champion, inked a groundbreaking deal with Reebok back in 2014, reportedly valued at $5 million. This deal, considered one of the most lucrative in UFC history at the time, showcased the potential for fighters to secure substantial financial backing from major brands. Fighter unionization and collective bargaining. The absence of a fighters union casts a long shadow, a plot twist that shapes the ongoing debate over fighter compensation. This lack of collective bargaining power exposes fighters to discrepancies in income, healthcare benefits, and various aspects of their professional welfare. Attempts to form a fighters union, a collective voice in the symphony of negotiations, face formidable hurdles. Fears of potential reprisals and the inherent individuality ingrained in the sport act as stumbling blocks. Yet the concept of a union represents a potential solution, offering fighters a platform to collectively negotiate for better working conditions and fairer wages. It's a path towards addressing concerns of justice and equality, a collaborative effort to ensure that the financial rewards of the UFC are distributed more equitably among its warriors. Beyond fight-related earnings, many UFC fighters bolster their income through endorsements and merchandising. Fighters with a strong personal brand capitalize on their popularity by securing endorsement deals with various brands. Additionally, personalized merchandise, ranging from apparel to accessories, becomes a lucrative revenue stream. For instance, fighters like Conor McGregor have successfully ventured into the fashion industry, showcasing the business acumen intertwined with their fighting prowess. In the digital age, a fighter's social media presence can significantly impact their earnings. Successful fighters leverage platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube to expand their fan base and attract sponsorship opportunities. Social media influencers often command substantial fees for promoting products or brands. This avenue not only adds zeros to a fighter's paycheck, but also provides a platform for personal branding beyond the octagon. Reaching the pinnacle of success in the UFC isn't just about the immediate financial gains. It's about crafting a lasting legacy that reverberates through the UFC history. For a fighter, longevity in the sport is a strategic investment that pays dividends far beyond the act of fighting years. Fighters who endure and remain relevant in the UFC over an extended period solidify their status as legends. Each bout, each victory, and even each defeat contributes to the narrative that defines their legacy. Fighters like Anderson Silva and Georges St-Pierre, who maintain their excellence over a prolonged period, exemplify how a sustained presence elevates not only their fame, but also their financial prospects. One of the crowning achievements in a fighter's career is induction into the UFC Hall of Fame. This serves as a testament to their contributions to the sport, both inside and outside the octagon. Hall of Famers enjoy a revered status, attracting opportunities for public appearances, speaking engagements, and autograph signings. These ventures, while not directly tied to active fighting, contribute significantly to a fighter's income during their post-fighting phase. It's crucial to cast a wide lens, placing their earnings within the broader spectrum of professional sports. Unlike their counterparts in team sports, where top-tier players command million-dollar wages, most of the UFC fighters, especially those in the early stages of their careers, have a more modest financial landscape. The unique challenges faced by mixed martial artists paint a distinct portrait. The unpredictability of a fighter's career trajectory, coupled with the physically demanding nature of the sport, forms a tapestry of obstacles absent in traditional team sports. Unlike team athletes, who can leverage the collective bargaining power of a union, UFC fighters tread an individualistic path. This solitary journey necessitates not only prowess in the octagon, but also skills in self-promotion, negotiating contracts, and undergoing rigorous training. A recent seismic shift occurred with the termination of the Reebok partnership, opening the door to the potential resurrection of independent sponsorships. This development marks a turning point, an alteration in the financial dynamics that could either pave the way for a more equitable distribution of funds among fighters or present new challenges. As we try to answer the question of how much UFC fighters earn, we find ourselves at the intersection of various factors, each playing a role in shaping their financial destinies. This ongoing dialogue on fighter remuneration encapsulates the financial pressures that precede every fight. It's a dialogue that reverberates not only within the confines of the UFC, but across the broader landscape of professional sports. In conclusion, a UFC fighter's financial landscape is a multifaceted terrain. influenced by training expenses, endorsements, social media influence, autobiographical ventures, international marketability, and the pursuit of a lasting legacy. The conversation surrounding fighter pay, fueled by recent changes in sponsorship dynamics, are poised to leave an indelible mark on the future of compensation within the UFC. As MMA continues its global ascent, these discussions will echo in arenas and boardrooms alike, shaping the financial fate of those who step into the octagon.